perfumed cesspool of power and corruption was born Lucrezia Borgia, daughter of Cardinal Rodrigo Borgia, the man who would later become Pope Alexander VI. From the moment she drew her first breath, Lucrezia wasn't so much a child, as she was a political pawn in human form. Her father, Rodrigo, wasn't known for restraint. He had mistresses, children, enemies, and probably a few people who were both. Her mother, Vanozza dei Catane, was one of his longtime lovers, a Roman widow with ambition and patience, enough to tolerate a man whose moral compass pointed strictly toward personal gain. Together, they produced several children, but Lucrezia was the jewel, intelligent, charming, and suspiciously useful. By the time she could walk, deals were being made in her name. Imagine being 6 years old and already promised to secure an alliance between noble families who'd never even met you. That was Lucrezia's reality. Her early education wasn't about dolls or prayers. It was about rhetoric, diplomacy, and the art of looking harmless while quietly plotting someone's downfall. Still, young Lucrezia was no villain, not yet. Contemporary accounts describe her as graceful, fair-haired, with the kind of beauty Renaissance poets could write odes about before inevitably being poisoned at dinner. Her tutors taught her Latin, music, and poetry, skills meant to make her the perfect wife, or more accurately, the perfect bargaining chip. The Borgia's name already carried the scent of scandal, and Lucrezia, though innocent at the time, would inherit its perfume. While her father maneuvered his way to the papal throne through bribes and backroom deals, the young girl watched and learned. She saw that in Rome, virtue was decorative, and survival required flexibility, moral, political, and occasionally anatomical. By the time Rodrigo became pope, the Vatican turned into a family business. Cardinals whispered, rivals schemed, and everyone assumed the Borgia's blonde daughter must be in on the corruption. Whether she was a serpent in silk or merely a dove raised in a nest of vipers would become one of history's favourite debates. When Rodrigo Borgia officially became Pope Alexander VI in 1492, the Vatican didn't just gain a spiritual leader, it gained a family business. The Holy See, once a fortress of piety, or at least good PR, was now an extension of the Borgia household. And like any good Italian dynasty, business meant marriage, money, and manipulation, 3 areas in which young Lucrezia would soon excel, whether she wanted to or not. At 12 years old, Lucrezia was already being traded across Europe's noble families.